Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Noemi from Pigeon Art and today we're going to be painting. I've decided to do a painting of water, which I'll put over here to continue with my practice of painting water, and I'll be doing that in my sketchbook with acrylic paints. The picture is from Pixabay, which is a free domain website. I thought I'd give my gesso a go because I want to do it on paper first and see how my acrylics work with that before I add it to bits of wood that I've accumulated that I would like to paint on, just to make sure that my paints are compatible and everything. So anyway, I think that's everything I needed to tell you, so straight into it. So here's my recommendation to everyone. If you're using a new product or art supply, I recommend reading the instructions, because after applying the gesso all over my page, I read the back of the bottle and realized it needed to dry for 24 hours. Allow 24-hour minimum drying time before use. So my plan B was to prepare the next page with some washi tape and just paint directly onto the page. I will test out the gesso eventually, but today was not the day. So I started blocking out my colours. I used a very limited colour palette for this. Cobalt blue, white, black, and the tiniest amount of lime green. And I believe that is it. So as usual, this was a fair bit of trial and error. It took me a lot of goes to get this right, and even now I'm not sure that it looks like water, but anyway. This cloth that I'm using there, I actually knitted myself. It was a good stash busting project to get rid of my leftover bamboo yarn that I used for a blanket once, and it's been great to use to clean my brush. I started by adding some dark colour. So I really struggled with this, and I think the issue was I should not have let the paint dry, because it meant that I couldn't blend with the background, and it also meant that I couldn't blend on top because it was drying too fast. I think if I was adding this to a wet surface, it might have been a little bit better. So I did a lot of backwards and forwards going between the light and the dark, trying to make the contrast look okay. And yeah, some parts of the page ended up with a lot of paint on top of it, lots of layers. It's okay to, not be perfect at it first go, and just keep trying. That's my philosophy. I have a theory that water would be easier to do with oil paints. If you don't know, oil paints take days to dry, so there's a lot more chance of blending. Here the paint was drying so quickly that I couldn't really do any blending. But again, I don't know. I haven't practiced it enough. I've practiced it a few times and I've yet to come up with water that I think looks like water. So this is what learning is all about, just trying until you get something you're happy with. I eventually switched over to my smaller brush. I don't know that it really particularly helped, but you know. The peeling of the tape is one of the most satisfying parts, so enjoy that. I peeled the tape before I actually remembered to put in reflections, which I think is one of the parts that make water look like water. So I tried adding reflections. It didn't really help, but you know, here it is. Next week is Christmas and it's my week off, so I hope you all have a really great Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a like. It really helps me out. I upload most Sundays with art, DIY and sewing videos, and I hope to see you then. Bye!